And a pleasant good afternoon from the campus of Kentucky Christian University here at the Lusby Center, Ron Arnett Court. Welcome into Senior Day for the KCU Knights as they welcome in the Columbia Koalas in the final game of the regular season. Senior Day festivities will get underway here in just a few moments, and we'll bring that to you live. And then we'll take you through pregame and get you ready for tip-off. So stay tuned with us as we've got Senior Day festivities for the Knights, and we'll bring it to you live right after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network. Back here at the Lusby Center, getting ready for tip-off between KCU and Columbia. Senior Day activities getting ready to get underway, so we'll take a break. When we return, we'll bring you the Senior Day activities live and then get you ready for tip-off as we continue our coverage here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy. for those on the go. The smoothie connoisseur. The break room favorite. And for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back here in Grayson as we get you ready for senior day activities here for the Knights as they welcome in the Koalas out of Columbia, South Carolina. So we'll do the senior day festivities and then get you ready for tip-off.
Our seniors. Our first senior is Lady Atkins. She is a student by her father, Charlie Atkins, mother, Stacy Atkins, sister, Ariel Atkins, and brother, Zane Atkins. Lady is majoring in elementary education. After graduation, she plans to get married to her fiancé, Jacob, and get a job teaching in an elementary school. Her favorite part of being at KCU is making new friendships and creating great memories with them all. Lakin's favorite basketball memory was going to Florida with her team, thinking it was a good idea to jump in the ocean in December. Lakin Atkins. Our next singer is Jasmine Renee Flowers. She was being rescued by her mother, Susan Flowers. Jasmine is majoring in business administration with concentration in accounting. Currently, she has an internship with Lexington Sporting Club, a semi-professional soccer team, and following graduation has been offered a full-time job in the accounting department. Her favorite part of being at KCU is the people she met and relationships she built that she knows will last beyond her time here at Kentucky Christian. Last year, Jasmine struggled with a lot of sickness and injuries that ended her season earlier. She states that her teammates definitely were there to pick her up when she needed it the most. Getting back in court is one of her favorite basketball memories. Another is some of the bus rides she will never forget, especially one in particular is Becca and the Cup. If you know, you know. She would like to thank her grandfather, Al, her Minnie, who she knows is watching, her uncles, Robbie and Roger, her Aunt Joyce, and friends for always being there with support and encouragement. Lastly, she wants to send a special thanks to her mom, who has been with her every step of the way and always has her back no matter what. Jasmine Renee Flowers. Our last singer is Jada Higgins. She is escorted by her mother, Sandra Higgins, her father, Timothy Mays, and his wife, Rhonda Mays, her brother, Malachi Higgins, her brother, Jokari Beatty, and his wife, Tiffany, and her sister, Kalaja Mays. Jada is majoring in social work. Her plans after graduation is to attend the University of Kentucky and get her master's in interdisciplinary early childhood education and a PhD in school psychology. Jada states that at KCU, she has been blessed to have wonderful teachers and be a part of a great social work program that will leave a lasting impression on her life, and also being a part of a basketball team and gaining sisters. Her favorite basketball memory was spending Halloween with her teammates and having a costume contest where Kylie dressed as the best flow from Progressive she had ever seen. Jada wants her team to know how much she has loved spending time with them and playing basketball. They are all sisters, and she wishes them all the best in the future. Jada Higgins.
For 2022-20 here this afternoon, Lakin Atkins, Jasmine Flowers, and Jada Higgins. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll get you ready for tip-off between Columbia and KCU. That's as we continue here in the pregame show on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
It's time to hit the hardwood for another exciting KCU basketball contest on the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River City's Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, Tres Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, Members Choice Credit Union, First National Bank of Grayson, and Kentucky Christian University. Now, let's go courtside for Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV. And a pleasant good afternoon from the campus of Kentucky Christian University here at the Lusby Center, Ron Arnett Court, and Countdown to Tip-Off as we get you ready for Columbia and KCU here on Senior Day for the Knights and the final game of the regular season. The visiting Koalas out of Columbia, South Carolina, come in with a record of 10-16. They've lost their last 2, falling to Bryan last time out, 101-56, and Point, 73-47. On the other side of the scoreboard are the Knights. They took an 88-51 loss to Reinhardt last time out on Tuesday, and they also lost to that same Bryan team, 95-62. This will be a rematch of a game played down in Columbia back in November on the 12th to be exact. That was a 64-61 win by the Knights, which they picked up their 3rd win of the season. The Koalas fell to 0-3 at that point. Much different looking kind of setup in this one with the players that's going to be on the floor and who's going to be available for both. Both teams will be rather limited as far as the players coming off the bench, especially for the visiting Koalas. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll get you a pregame rundown of our statistics and get you ready for tip-off. It's the Knights and the Koalas here on the final game of the regular season and Senior Day for the Knights. And our coverage continues after this on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stoltz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots and, of course, great prescription service at Stoltz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stoltz Pharmacy.
Back here at the Lusby Center as we get you ready for tip-off between KCU and Columbia. Let's take a look at our statistics in this one. Both teams pretty even from the field, 37% for the visiting Koalas, 37.4% for the Knights. 27.1% from beyond the arc, 28.2% for KCU. Both teams are under 70%, 63% for the visiting Koalas, 67% for the Knights. 37.5 to 38.8 on the rebounding side of things. Koalas a little better on the ball handling. They've averaged 14.6 turnovers. Kentucky Christian 17.5. Carnesia Wells leads away with 14.3. The senior Jada Higgins 13.9. Going back to that matchup back on the 12th of November down in Columbia, Abby West and Reagan Atkins led the way with 13 points apiece. Kylie Gillum off the bench put in 11 points in only 12 minutes of action. Of course, Atkins out for the season due to the knee injury. Lakin Atkins, Higgins, and Flowers each dumped in 6 in the winning effort. For the Koalas, 3 players finished in double figures that afternoon. Shakira Harley, who was not with the team on this trip. Carnesia Wells had 10, as well as Renasia Jeter McKissick. That was the only 3 players in double figures in that contest. They out-rebounded Kentucky Christian, though, 41 to 25. They did have 18 rebounds, but really solid on the glass. 13 offensive rebounds to Kentucky Christian 7. The Knights shot it 33.3% from beyond the arc. Both teams struggled from the free throw line, under 60%. And both of these teams really, they size up fairly comparable, as this will be the final game of the regular season for both of these teams. For Kentucky Christian, this is one it's up against. A win here this afternoon will push it to 15-13 and would even up at conference play at an even 500 before the conference tournament gets underway. A win here today secures Kentucky Christian a winning season. And I think that's big for the program, and especially the kind of the ups and downs that this team has gone through this season. Some key injuries along the way and just trying to battle through some things. And this team has been resilient. And again, seemingly that fourth quarter lull is at times whenever the team's not been able to finish things out, or kind of a strong first half and then can't figure out a way to get out of the locker room with a strong start, and then gives up big leads and finds itself in a dogfight in that fourth and final stanza. Here this afternoon, this was an opportunity to play off of the high emotions again to get from Senior Day. And it's going to be a big afternoon here for those 3 seniors, all 3 in the starting lineup, of course. They've been in the starting lineup all year. Higgins, she's kind of the catalyst for this team on the offensive side of things. Leads the way with 13.9 points per ball game. Lakin Atkins throws in 8.7. She's also been very solid on the glass. She's at 6.4. Higgins leads the way with 7.6. And then, of course, Jasmine Flowers, she rounds things out at 7.7 a game. And on the glass, 3.7. The big key, I think, in this one is how quickly that the seniors can get their footing underneath them, get settled in, let the Senior Day emotions kind of flow through and play off of that and don't get overcome. That's the most important thing when you're trying to deal with those type of days, knowing this one's your final game of your home career, and more importantly, your college career is very quickly about to come to an end. Looking at the visiting Koalas, Carnesia Wells leads the way with 14.3. Aubrey Keat, 13.5 points per game. Deasia Feaster, she's got 7.6, and Renasia Jeter McKissick at 6.2. Denasia Jackson will round things out in the starting 5. She's got 4.4. On the glass, it's Aubrey Keat with 5.9. No other player is over 5 on the rebounding side of things for this visiting Koalas team. Well, we're about ready for tip-off. But before we do, We'll do the prayer and our national anthem. We'll step aside for a break. When we return, tip-off between the Koalas and the Knights on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur.
James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Jennifer Epperly, loan officer at First National Bank in Canonsburg. I personally invite you and all local businesses to visit our beautiful new building in Canonsburg on U.S. Route 60 next to the Walmart entrance. We offer many services including personal, mortgage, and business loans. First National Bank is locally owned by the McGuire family of Ashland and has been in business since 1902. We aim to give you the personal attention and best customer service there is to offer. Come inside, talk with us, and let us make you a part of the First National Bank family. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Back here in Grayson, getting ready for tip-off between Columbia and KCU. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. We'll start first with the visiting Koalas out of Columbia in the backcourt. A 5'5" junior out of Sumter, South Carolina, number 4, Carnasia Wells. She's joined by a 5'6" junior out of Sumter, South Carolina, Denasia Jackson, rounding things out in the backcourt. 6-foot freshman out of Blair, South Carolina, Deasia Feaster. In the front court, 5'8" sophomore from Columbia, Abria Keat. And rounding things out, a 5'10" sophomore, Fort Hill, South Carolina, number 12, Peyton Brookover. Again, Wells, Keat, Brookover, Jackson, and Feaster. Starting 5 for the visiting Koalas. Head coach Najarius Green. Jonte Mitchum is the assistant. Decked out in the purples today, purple tops and bottoms, white stripes down the side. Columbia College in white across the chest, and the white numerals on the front and the back. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the home Knights here on Senior Day. As they're ready to go through their starting lineups, let's meet them as well. We'll start first in the backcourt. 5'7" junior out of Dry Ridge, Kentucky, number 2, Abby West. She's joined by the 5'7" senior from Hindman, Kentucky, number 14, Jada Higgins. Rounding things out in the backcourt, 5'8" senior out of Winchester, number 22, Jasmine Flowers. In the front court, a 5'9" sophomore out of Olive Hill, number 33, Kylie Gillum. And the senior, 5'10" in the center, out of Wayne, West Virginia, number 4, Lakin Atkins. West, Atkins, Higgins, Flowers, and Gillum, the starting 5 for Lisa Kahn and her KCU Knights. Dean Brand, Urlis, Estrada, and Kirk Wells are the assistants. Our officiating crew this afternoon, James Garrison, Ken Cantron, and Chad Sowards. Knights decked out in the white tops and bottoms today, red striping around the top and the bottom. Kentucky Christian across the chest and the red numerals on the front and the back. Our crew this afternoon, our executive producer is Felicia Collier. Our camera operator is Austin Ray. I'm James Carr. Happy to have you along with us here. Final game of the 2022-23 regular season here on Ron Arnett Court. The Knights will work it from right to left as I view it here to start the first quarter of play. Trying to finish things out with a guaranteed winning season. And more importantly, a win here on Senior Day. So Higgins and Keat will be at center court. And we're ready for this one to get underway. Mr. Garrison steps in center court. Ball is in the air. It's tipped into the back court, and off we go. Here's Wells into the front court. She'll stop it off the left side. Brooke over now off to the right side of Jackson. Take it around the perimeter. KCU in a man-to-man. Tight defensive pressure thus far. Little switch there off the pitch out top. Here's a 3 ball off the right wing is no good. As Wells' 3 ball won't go down. Here's Higgins in a hurry. Kicks it off to Gillum. Gillum on the baseline. Resets. 15-footer. No. In and out. Here's Wells in transition. Slows it down. She'll bring it off to the near sideline. Here's Jackson. Nearly had it poked away. Nice feed underneath and a steal. Higgins racing ahead. Little stutter step and a crossover, and they'll get her for a carry. First turnover of the basketball game for the Knights. So a minute gone, still scoreless. Entry pass underneath. That's Keat. Fadeaway jumper's off, no good. Here's Higgins with the rebound. She'll race it ahead. Nobody closes out her. She'll go to the rack off the left side and one. And Jada Higgins opens up Senior Day with a chance at a 3-point play. So Higgins to the free throw line for a chance at a 3-point play. Free throw was up is good. Give her 3. And it's 3-0 KCU. I believe the foul was on Feaster. And this one's poked out of bounds underneath. So another turnover gives it back to the Knights. Here's Higgins in to the front court. And that was Flowers just losing the handle on the peel. Keat in transition, she'll curl it out. Wells wants the basketball, has it. Goes off the right side, blocked. But they'll say that Gillum got her on the way up. She'll pick up her first, team's first. And that'll put Carnasia Wells at the free throw line shooting 2. .6% free throw shooter, puts the first one up, is good. And the visiting Koalas are on the board 3-1. One more. That one rattles itself home. And cuts the lead down to only 1 point here. Here's Abby West into the front court. She'll slow things down. Centers it up, brings it off near side to Atkins. Higgins Steps inside and buries the long range two. Well inside the arc, but about a 19-foot jumper. She's got all 5 points for the Knights, and they lead at 5-2. Here's Wells. Lobs it inside. Keat off the window. Nice take up off the window. That's the lead of 1. Gillum off the right wing. Here's Atkins in between the rings. She'll attack the basket off the left side. Yes, in and out. And then back down it goes. So the 2 of the 3 seniors have found the scorebook. Flowers is only one missing now. There's a double team. Keat near side. KCU really trying to get after it. Here's a long 3 off the far side. No good. Atkins with the rebound in transition. Gillum settles it down. Starts to attack. Brings it out to West. She'll pull the trigger. It's a 3. It's on the way. It's no good. Nice box out underneath by Jackson. Chance to cut it to 1 or tie on this trip for the Koalas. Ball blocked away underneath by Atkins, as that was Peyton Brookover. Atkins brings it into the front court with a 3-point lead. Here's Gillum out of the corner right side. Has it poked out of her hands. Atkins spins off the right wing. Higgins, left side. She'll lob it inside to Atkins. Atkins, a power move inside, a nice feed, and she's fouled. That was on Jackson, her first, team second. Oh, excuse me, they'll say that was on. It was not on Keat. He was holding up 2-0. So Lincoln Atkins to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's up is good. Atkins, 59.5% free throw shooter on the season. One more. She has 3 points in this contest and has an 8-4 lead. Gets the second one home as well. So Atkins with 4. Her and Jada Higgins have all 9 of the points thus far for the Knights. Feaster. Here's Wells off the right side. She'll line up the triple. It's in and out, no good. Nice box out underneath by Higgins. Higgins racing ahead. Drops it off to Gillum. Step back long jumper is off the mark, a little short. There's a lob underneath. Keat has it blocked away by Higgins. Here's Gillum, and she walked. Tried to get the basketball on the floor before she got to the rim and couldn't do so. Get her first sub of the ball game as Bell Sparks will come on for Higgins. Here's Katarina Babham. Babham will come on for Brookover. Here's Wells on the left side. Looks at a double team. Brabham with it on the near side. There's a long triple off the mark, no good. And then Wells buries the triple. And cuts the lead down to 2. Flowers misses it at the rim. Chance to take the lead on a 3-ball on this trip. Gillum loses her footing. There's Keat. Fakes left, comes back right, misses the shot, fights for the rebound, and Atkins takes it away from her. Atkins races it ahead, goes off to Gillum. Here's Flowers. Long 3 on the way. No, front iron. Sparks fights for the rebound underneath, and it's poked out of bounds. Gillum will step out. Hardwick coming on. Here comes Higgins back in, as Flowers will step out. KCU basketball underneath its own rim. 4:44 to play here in the first period. Atkins off the left side. Maybe got bumped on the way up. Either way, we play on. Keat streaking to the basket. Higgins just reaches in and takes it away, and she's called for a foul. Oh, wow. Higgins reached in and raked that one out of the hands cleanly, it appeared, from the angle that I had, but the official on the far side said no. So Aubrey Keat will step to the line and shoot two with the clock rested with 4:36 to play here in the first. First one is up, is good. This one to tie the game at 9. One more for the sophomore. That one rolls out. Higgins with a rebound, her third of the ball game. Racing it ahead. Slows it down on the right side. Atkins with a long triple. It's on the way too stiff. Hardwick with an offensive rebound. Feed underneath. Sparks. Reverse scoop shot's good. Nice feed there by Lake and Atkins as well. Sparks is in the scorebook, and it's out to a three-point edge. Here's Keat. Takes it off to the left side now to Feaster. Entry pass. Feet. Up and under move. Goes to the left side. Strong take there by Aubrey Keat. Her 5th point of the contest. Leads down to 1. Here's Atkins. Higgins straight away. 3:50 to play here in the opening period. 1-point lead for the Knights. Bell Sparks with a basketball. Here's Higgins all alone. She'll line it up. She'll fire the triple, and it's off the mark. No good. Out of bounds it goes. Abby West will step off. Lindsey Cassell checking in. Her first action of the contest. Chance for the visiting Koalas to take their first lead of the ballgame on any bucket on this trip. Hermanso had it off the near side. Brabham nearly raked out of bounds. Here's Wells. Finds a seam off the left side, and she's fouled on the way through as Cassell will get her on the reach. Her first, team's third. Here comes Cassie Bajents, and she'll get Atkins. Wells will lob it into Keat. Keat puts it high up, no good. Fighting for the rebound on the far sideline. It goes out of bounds, and it's KCU basketball. Here's Higgins into the front court. Nobody closes out on her. She'll knife her way through, go off the left side. Strong take there by Jada Higgins for her 7th. Leads back to 3 for the Knights. 3 minutes to go here in the opening period. Carnasia Wells on the right wing. Works off a screen. She'll line up a triple. It's on the way. It's a long 2 with a toe on the line. 7 points for her. Leads down to 1. Here's Higgins. Crosses over in the lane, looks at a tie-up and has it raked out of her hands. Keat takes it away, glides in the basket. Way too stiff, though. Bajents with a long rebound as it caroms off of the window. Hardwick brings it into the front court. She's trying to find somebody to get the basketball to. She'll get it to Higgins. 17-footer off the left side, in and out, no good. Rebound comes off to Hermanso. And then a whistle, ball coming this way, heads up. .2:19 to go here in the opening period. I think it's the first time we've had a ball come into the stage area here next to our broadcast position. Here's Wells, jogs it off to the left side. Hermanso launches the triple. It's up, no good. Higgins with a rebound. 1-point lead for the Knights. Flowers on the baseline. Higgins throws a dart into Bajents. Turnaround hook shot, good. Three for the tie, too stiff. And then a tie-up. And the alternating possession arrow sends it back to the Knights. Here's West back in for Sparks. Gillum back in as Hardwick will step off. Keat takes her first break of the ball game as Brookover comes back in. Higgins to the right elbow. Dumps it inside. Bajents off the glass. Good. Give her the dime. Bajents puts in her fourth, and it's back to 5. Off to the far side. Feaster, around the horn it goes. Off the right side, won't stay home. Higgins in a hurry, knifes her way through off the glass, too stiff. Brookover in between the rings. Now Feaster near side. Brabham up top. Inside of 30 seconds to go here. They just missed Brabham wide open underneath. Here's a 3 ball off the near side though. And Feaster buries it for her first points. 2-point lead for the Knights. 16 seconds to play here in the first. Higgins dribbles out top of the key. 7 seconds there. Nobody's going to step out on her. She'll walk herself in. Puts a shot up, it's short, and that takes us to the end of one quarter. We've played one. KCU leads this one 17-15. Quarter 2 when we return after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Quarter in the book, 17-15. Knights leading it here on Senior Day. So we welcome you back here to Ron Arnett Court on the campus of Kentucky Christian University. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here today. Knights paying tribute to their 3 seniors prior to the game today. And it'll be the visiting Koalas to start the second period. West, Gillum, Higgins, Flowers, and Atkins. The starting 5 back out there for KCU, and second period's off and going. Feaster with the basketball. Keat, back out there. Trying to work it underneath there. Atkins swipes it away, but it'll stay with the Koalas. Keat working inside, and they'll get a hold on Atkins. Her first, team's first of the second period. Trying to get the ball to Keat. Now she's got it. She'll walk off the right side and throw it out of bounds. They've got Wells on the bench currently. Both teams here with 4 turnovers in the basketball game. KCU chance to add to its 2-point lead. They've never trailed in this ball game. Here's Higgins. Lobs it inside. Atkins off the window. Too stiff, though. And then on the back side of it, Hermanso lost it out of bounds. Wells back into the ball game. Hermanson. Here's Higgins on the lob. Can't get it to stay home. There's Brookover now near side Jackson. Higgins rakes that one away, but it goes right in the hands of Keat. Off the window, we're tied. Her 7th point of the ball game. And we're even at 17. Higgins off the left side, strong take there by Jada Higgins for her 9th. 8.5 before the half. Wells on the left side. Tries to step through, lost the handle on the peel, corrals it back up, gives it back out to Keat. 10-footer off the window, good. Her 9th point, we're even at 19. Abby West jogs it into the front court, brings it off to Higgins. Here's Gillum, left side Flowers. Thought about the triple. West back between the rings, 8 minutes to play in half. Higgins wants a 3, it's on the way, it's good. 12th point of the night as Higgins pushes the lead to 3. Inside of 8 to go here in the half. See if the Knights get a stop here. Here's Brookover. Keat in between the rings. Near side Jackson. Jackson goes right at Higgins. Higgins with a nice body. Knocks it off there and then gets the rebound. She'll streak it ahead. Goes coast to coast. Has it blocked away. Rebound Keat. Into the front court she comes. Higgins tries to knock it out of bounds and try to save it. Could not get it as it goes right off of the 22 balloon there by Jasmine Flowers. Here's Wells. Brings it right side. Abby West staying on her. Man-to-man defensive pressure being applied by the Knights. Feaster out to the left side now, Jackson. Shot clock's down at 4. We'll give it off inside. And they're going to say that's a turnover. So the shot clock violation will give it back to KCU. Higgins will step off. Bell Sparks returns. 7 minutes exactly to go. 3-point lead for the Knights. Chance to add to it on this trip. Here's West. Hand off Flowers. A little juggle move there before she corralled it back in. Nice dime backside. Gillum and a finish off the window. 5-point lead for the Knights. Gillum's first points of the ball game. Jackson left side. KCU switching on the screens here, really helping. Feaster. Now Wells on the wing. Feet takes the entry pass. Here comes the backside help. Up off the glass, way too stiff. Bell Sparks with a rebound. Here come the Knights. Sparks in transition. Turns, feeds it out to Gillum. Gillum crosses over. What a nice move. To the rack she goes. Blocked and fouled. And she'll go to the line and shoot 2. Gillum with a little shimmy shake. And got to the rim. They'll get that one on Brookover. It's her first, team's first. And the sophomore from West Carter, Kylie Gillum, will go to the line and shoot 2. Gillum, an 82.6% free throw shooter. First one is up is good. Leads out to 6 points. 25-19. One more for the sophomore. She tickles the twine as that one flies through. And a timeout requested by the visiting Koalas. 30-second timeout. Stay tuned with me at the half. We'll check scoring and stats of this game. Takes college basketball top 25 action. We'll check scores from them. And have the second half of action here with the Knights currently in front by 7, their largest lead of the ball game here on Senior Day here in Grayson. Excited to be working with KCU Athletics as we'll be bringing you some baseball and softball action coming up in the near future. Entered into an agreement with the university earlier this month, and excited to be able to bring you all kinds of athletic coverage here for the Knights across the board through every sport imaginable. So out of the timeout, KCU turns up the pressure in the backcourt. Here's Jackson. Puts it in overdrive, kicks it ahead. Feaster on the near side. KCU still in that man-to-man pressure. Keep wants it inside. Hounding her is Gillum. Here's a three ball off the right side is no good. Jackson puts up a shot and it's missed. Gillum wants a three, got it. Not 10-point lead now. 7 points for Gillum. Addition a dime underneath. Keat will go to the line and shoot two. I did not see the officials call on the foul. I believe it was Gillum. That's her second. And she'll take a seat. And Hardwick will return. So Aubrey Keat to the free throw line for two. Breed with 9 points. Or excuse me, Keat with 9 points. Make it 10. Student section getting loud down here. That one's up, and she gets it to go home and gives them a little peek over to the side. Here's Sparks in between the rings. Hardwick. Flowers on the wing. West out of the corner. Three balls on the way. No. Keat with a rebound. Here's Wells trying to knife herself to the basket. Brookover wants a three. Got it. 10-point lead quickly down to 5 on a little 5-0 surge. Higgins sitting at the scores table to check in on the next dead ball situation. Here's Sparks. Hardwick on the right side. A couple of dribbles out to West now. Sparks goes dribble drive on the baseline, blocked away. Columbia works around the horn. Keat between the rings. Hermanson, floater in the lane, no. But it rolls out into the corner to Wells. And then it's tipped out of bounds on the far sideline. Here comes Higgins back in as Sparks will return, or go off, excuse me. Brookover off. And Brabham. Wells on the wing. She'll pull the trigger. Three's on the way. In and out, no good. Higgins with a rebound. Her 7th of the ball game. Throws a dart back door to Hardwick, who can't finish. Foster with a rebound. Kicks it ahead, Wells. Down to the corner, Wells. High arcing threes on the way, no. Hardwick with a rebound. 5-point lead for the Knights. Flowers to the rack, and we're going the other way. As Jasmine Flowers was whistled for the offensive foul, her first, team's third. Crowd really getting after the officiating crew as this one's knocked out of bounds from behind. .3:19 to go in the half. 5-point lead for the Knights. Foster to trigger in. Looking for Keat underneath. She'll go all the way out top of the key to Feaster. Hermanson. Entry pass comes into Keat, high post right side. Jackson on the wing, 10 on the shot clock. They'll pick and pop there to Keat, who goes up and in. It won't stay down. Higgins racing ahead, and that's a flop. Thank you. She was falling before there was even contact made. That's Jackson with the foul, her second, team's second. So back to the free throw line is Jada Higgins. Flirting with a double-double here in the opening half. Jackson will step off. Carnasia Wells back in. First one for Higgins, won't go home. First free throw KCU's missed in this ball game. One more for the senior out of Hinman. That one goes home. Here's Bell Sparks in as Flowers will step off. Here comes Bajents back in. And she's going to get Atkins. 6-point lead for the Knights. Inside of 3 to go here before halftime. Visiting Koalas have tied it in the second quarter, have never led in this ball game. This ball's blocked away underneath. To the rack is Sparks, and she's fouled. They'll get it on Feaster. Third team foul. Bell Sparks to the line. First one is up, is good. Makes it a 7-point lead. One more. Gets them both. Sparks with 4 points. 8-point edge. There's Feaster on the wing, left side. Entry pass goes in and a reach-in foul there on Hardwick. Her first team's 4th. So next foul on KCU will have Koalas shooting bonus the rest of the second period. 2:26 to go here on a rested clock. Columbia basketball underneath their own bucket. Keat to trigger in. There's Wells on the wing. Keat, 14-footer's good. Right in the face of Jada Higgins. Keat with 13. Higgins tosses it ahead, Abby West. Sparks off to Hardwick. 15-footer off the right side's good. Hardwick's in the ball game and the books. Pushes it back to an 8-point lead. 2 minutes to go here in the second. There's a lob backside. Keat, too stiff. Ball rolls off into the hands of Higgins. Higgins stops on the elbow. Abby West left side. 3 balls on the way, no. And a foul from behind as they'll get that one on Bajents. Team's 5th. Player control foul. Now they'll say it was actually, it should be player control foul. Hardwick steps off. And Campbell Jacobson comes on, so no, it will be, let's say it was after the rebound, so give Keat the rebound, and then we'll come to the other end and shoot one of the bonus. So Aubrey Keat for 2 free throws. Excuse me, not one in the bonus. Still in high school mode, excuse me. Free throw is up, is good. One more for Keat. Tickles them both as they go through. And she pokes a little stare over toward the sideline of the student section. Lakin Atkins back in the ball game. Flowers lines up a triple. High arcing shot off the mark right side. There's Jackamsuck with a rebound. Higgins stops off the window. No. And a foul from behind. So here comes back into the ball game is Sparks for Lakin Atkins, who picks up the personal foul. So Brookover will go to the line for 2. Off the mark. He stays at 6 for the moment. 1:19 to play here in the opening half. Got the second one to go home. Student section is having a blast here today. 34-29 as we approach 1 minute to play here in the half. Here's Sparks out of the corner. West straight away, 18 on the shot clock. Flowers. West out of the corner, goes dribble drive baseline, feeds it off to Sparks, and she's fouled. They got it on Brookover. So Belle Sparks to the line, shooting 2. 4 points for her in the ball game. The freshman out of Rose Hill hits the first. Aubrey Keat looks like she's ready to come out of the starting block in a track race. Waiting over on the sideline, trying to get back into the ball game. One more for Sparks. Misses that one off the mark, right side, no good. Rebound underneath by Brookover. Hermanson. Feaster on the wing left side. 47 seconds of play here in the half. 15 on the shot clock. Wells dribbles left. Hermanson out of the corner. 9 on the shot clock. Hermanson back with 5. Feeds it inside. Turnaround shot up, no good. Jackamsuck with a rebound. Brabham couldn't find the mark. Step through Higgins, too stiff. Here's Wells out of the corner, 17 to go, and then she walked. 7th turnover of the basketball game. Here comes Keat back in as Peyton Brookover will step off. So 15.9 to play. Knights are going to take a lead to the locker room. The question is how big? Currently lead it by 6. They've led it by as many as 10. Higgins will let it roll to the near side, and she can't do that. She was the one that inbounded the basketball. She cannot be the first to touch it after she throws it in. Higgins never touched the basketball. Another player has to physically touch the basketball before the person that inbounds the ball. You don't see that rule very often, but that's exactly what just happened. So big possession here, trying to steal one away are the Koalas. They got 4 seconds. Here's Feaster, 2 seconds, lobs it in. Keat, it's poked away. 3 at the horn by Wells won't go, and that's the end of the first half. KCU leads this one 35-29. Halftime when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stelz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stelz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stelz Pharmacy.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Halftime here at the Lusby Center. I'm going to point out the turnover that happened there to end the half. I was informed by my executive producer that that ball appeared from their camera angles to appeared to have been touched by Jada Higgins. Said that the angle they saw, it looked like she kind of reached down and touched the ball to give it a slight roll. In that case, that should have been a legal touch. The officials didn't see it that way. Hence the reason of why they called basically it's the same as an over and back, because the player that they said that touched it had not established position on the court after turning the ball in. So you can't be the first person to touch the ball after you inbound. That's not kind of like throwing a pass to yourself. That's not the same thing as a travel. So either way, the turnover doesn't give up any points. It stays at a 6-point lead for the Knights. Let's take you back through this one. KCU raced out to an early lead. The Koalas clawed back. They had it down to 2. It was 17-15 after 1. KCU opened up a 10-point lead. A little 5-0 surge by the Koalas, trimmed it to 5. KCU answered, got it to 7. They go to the locker room up 6, 35-29. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll take a look at our statistics, check some scores from around college basketball top 25 action, and get you ready for the second half. Senior day for the Knights, and they're in the locker room up 6. And our coverage continues after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Make your everyday purchases faster, simpler, and more convenient with First National Bank's new contactless debit card, featuring a fresh new design and the ability to add your card to your phone's mobile wallet. Your debit card has never been more secure. Simply look for the contactless symbol at checkout, tap your contactless card, or hold your phone over the terminal and your payment is processed in seconds without your card number ever being exposed. Tap, pay, go. It's that easy with First National Bank. First National Bank in Canonsburg, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Halftime here at Grayson, 35-29, KCU in the locker room leading Columbia. Let's take a look at our first half stats. The visiting Koalas, 26.5% from the field. That's 9 of 34. 23.1% from beyond the arc. That's 23.1%. 8 of 10 from the charity stripe. 23 rebounds, 7 turnovers. Aubrey Keat, leads the way with 15 points. She's the only player in double figures. She also has 5 rebounds. For KCU, 36.4% from the field. That's 12 of 33. 2 of 9 long range, 22%. 81.8% on 9 of 11 from the free throw line. 23 rebounds as well. 7 turnovers also for the Knights. Jada Higgins, 13 points, 9 rebounds, leads the way. She's also the only player in double figures. Kylie Gillum with a 7-point surge there in the second quarter before picking up her second personal foul. 35-29, our score at the half. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll take scores from around college basketball as we continue our coverage here at the Halftime Show on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Return. Refresh. Refuel.
Happy holidays from Clark's Pump and Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes, custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Now, you may be asking, why in the world do we have a Happy Holidays commercial in there from Clark's? But listen, it is a holiday. Pitchers and catchers reported this week for Major League Baseball. So, of course, this guy here this is like Christmas time, okay? So, don't think that wasn't something that was planned. It was there. It was supposed to be there. It's the greatest time of the year. It's time for baseball season. But we've still got some basketball still yet to play here in this one. Let's take a look at some scores from around college basketball. Top 25, a big one today down at Rupp. Kentucky currently leading number 10 Tennessee 60-50. 5:10 to play in the ball game down there. This would be a huge win for the Cats if they can get this one, especially after Tennessee knocked off Alabama earlier this week. UK is kind of on the bubble, clinging to life, trying to find a way into the tournament. This one would be a big piece on the resume. Halftime out in Texas, number 6, Texas and Oklahoma's even at 34. Late first half, number 19 Iowa State leading number 12 Kansas State out in Little Manhattan 29-23. At the half, number 15 Miami leading Wake Forest 47-44 at ACC action. And at the half, it's number 22 TCU hammering Oklahoma State by 20, 47-27. Game's gone final today. Number 7 Virginia has to starve off another upset bid from a poorly ranked team in the ACC. This time it was Notre Dame, but the Cavaliers survive and advance into their season 57-55. They go to 13-3 in the ACC, still in the hopes for that number 1 bid. in the ACC tournament coming up. Number 14, Indiana, has to hold off a charge from Illinois. They trailed by 3 at the half, but they outscore the Fighting Illini by 6, and they win at 71-68 up in Bloomington. In Big East play, number 20, UConn defeats Seton Hall 64-55. Full collection of games still yet to tip off this evening. Number 9, Baylor is in Kansas and Lawrence at the Allen Fieldhouse in Lawrence. They've got the number 5 Jayhawks today at 4. DePaul's at number 16, Xavier. At 4:30, Villanova goes to number 24, Providence. 6 p.m. tonight, Georgia's in Tuscaloosa, against the number 1 Alabama Crimson Tide. At 7 tonight, number 13 Gonzaga travels to Pepperdine. 7:30 sends number 18 Creighton to St. John's in Big East action. 8 p.m. tonight, Colorado is at number 8 Arizona. And the nightcaps, BYU is at number 17 St. Mary's tonight at 10. And at 10:30, it's Cal traveling to number 4 UCLA. 35-29 our score at the half. We'll take a break when we return. Second half of action between the Knights and the Koalas as we continue our coverage here on the Coed Sports Network.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Halftime here in Grayson, 35-29 as teams back on the court getting ready for second half of action. If you're a Kentucky fan, you're liking what you see currently inside of 3 minutes to play in the ball game. And the Cats in front of the Volunteers by 10, 62-52. That would be a huge win by the Cats, especially after Tennessee knocked off number 1 Alabama. So we'll keep you abreast on that one as it plays through. But we've still got half of basketball here to play on this senior day as the Knights trying to close things out to move to 15-13 on the season before going into conference play and evening up at an even 500 in the conference. Columbia came into the game at 10-16. And again, this was a shootout down in Columbia back in November, back in the regular season. So the Knights will start with their starting 5: West, Atkins, Higgins, Flowers, and Gillum. Wells, Keat, Brookover, Jackson, and Feaster. The starting 5 back on the floor as well. Higgins will take the inbound from West. Second half's underway, and here we go. Knights will work it from left to right as I view it here. There's Atkins on the handoff. Little weave out to West. Now Gillum. Atkins out of the corner. Reverses it back to Gillum. She'll step into a three. It's on the way. Won't go home. Keep with another rebound. Feaster out of the corner. KCU trying to run and jump maybe a little bit out top of the key like they did in the first half. There's a ball into the corner to Wells. Skip past top of the key. Now Brooke over. 7 on the shot clock. Feaster goes dribble drive baseline. Reverse scoop shot is up, no good, but they'll get Gillum on the foul. That's her third, team's first of the half. So Gillum will take a seat. And Bell Sparks quickly checks back in the ball game as Deasia Feaster free throw is up, is no good. The student section here is having a time today. Second free throw on the way. She missed them both. Higgins with a rebound. There's a dart from Higgins, and Sparks can't handle it. KCU trying to pick up a little pressure in the backcourt. Wells will work on the near side. They'll pitch it ahead, and Atkins steals it away. She's got a 3-on-1, dumps it off Higgins, back to Atkins. Atkins off the window, and she's fouled. We'll get that one on Denasia Jackson, her third. And Lakin Atkins to the free throw line to shoot 2. Atkins, one of the 3 seniors. Good look at her there. She puts the first one up, gets it to roll through. 5th point of the ball game for her. .8:54 to play here in the third. Second one flies through the twine. Keith throws it to Brooke over. Fade away off the left side. Shot won't go home. Abby West with a rebound. Here's Flowers. Still looking for her first points in the ball game. Higgins will recenter it. 20 on the shot clock. Dribbling up to the three-point line. Works it off the West with 10. Here's Sparks. Higgins right side 7. 6, 5, and 4. Sparks is going to have to do something with it herself. Higgins fade away off the left side, won't go. And then a ball goes skyward as Higgins trying to knock it out from behind. Keith will bring it in. There's Wells. 7 points in the basketball game. Entry pass stolen away underneath. Off that right side, Bell Sparks got it ahead. Abby West off the wing, thought about pulling the trigger. Put it on the deck for a moment. Here's Flowers, centers it up, launches the triple, it's on the way, no. Bell Sparks with a rebound. Here's Higgins off the left side, push it up, no. Lakin Atkins is fouled as she comes off the near sideline. We'll get the foul on Here's West with a 3, good. 40-29, the lead is 11. It's the largest of the ball game. Knights fans coming to life here. And a shot up by Brabham won't go. So get the foul on Jasmine Flowers. Second team foul. Brabham's free throw won't go. One more. Columbia 8 of 13 from the charity stripe today. Second one finds its mark, and the lead's down to 10. And a ball stolen away on the far sideline by Keat. She'll take it at West. Step through, Euro step, puts it in. Nice take there on the coast to coast. Her 17th of the ball game. That leads all scorers. Higgins with a double-double. Nice entry pass to Flowers. Has it blocked away, but there's Atkins. West with another three. Got it! West with 2 threes here in the third. It's an 11-point lead and a reach-in foul as Jackson starts to penetrate through the double team as Higgins picks up her second, team's third. And Atkins steals it away on the far sideline. Here's Higgins, steps through, left side window, yes! 15 for the senior. 13-point lead, that's the largest of the ball game, and now we've got a tangle up between Higgins and Feaster, and they'll get the foul on Jasmine Flowers. That's her third, team's fourth. There's a ball thrown to the backcourt, and Bale Sparks steals it away. Sparks races it ahead. Nice entry pass goes off to Lakin Atkins, and she's fouled on the way up, and she'll shoot two. Flowers comes off. Hardwick will check in. And Lakin Atkins to the free throw line to shoot two. Atkins 6 points in the ball game, make it 7. As that pushes the lead to 14 as the Knights' lead continues to grow. One more, puts that one through as well. 15-point edge, and a timeout requested by the Koalas. 60-second timeout. We're back after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
6:01 to go here in the third. 15-point lead for the Knights, 47-32. Out of the timeout. Wells just walked and got away with it in the backcourt. She'll bring it near side to Feaster. Hardwick in front of Wells. Hands it off to Keat. 15 on the shot clock. Ball raked away, nearly stolen away by Sparks. Jackson on the wing. Here's Wells. Lines up a triple. It's on the way. It's good. Carnasia Wells with her 10th point of the ball game. Brings the lead to 10. Here's Hardwick. Gives it back out to Higgins. Higgins with a double-double today. 15 points, 10 rebounds. Abby West, she's had the hot touch from that left side. Hardwick with 15 on the shot clock. Here's Atkins. Goes out to West. Hardwick wants a three. It's on the way. Front iron short. Atkins races it down and comes away with the offensive rebound. Nearly turned over. Here's Atkins. Throws up a prayer, gets her own rebound, turns, gives it back out to Sparks. From the elbow, no. Higgins with a touch in the putback. (49-35). Higgins with 17. Feaster slows it down on the left side. Wells with the basketball. Jackson are on the right side. 15 on the shot clock. Nice little pick and pop there as they drop it in to Aubrey Keat, her 19th point of the night. Leads down to 12. Sparks goes coast to coast. Keat with the block. Here's Wells. Floater down the center of the lane is good. And that quickly, lead is down to 10. As we approach 4 minutes to play here in the third. Nice no-look pass there to Hardwick. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound, turns, puts it up, and she's fouled. Fourth team foul against Columbia. Jackson and Brabham go off. Brookover and Hermanson back in, and Elizabeth Hardwick to the line for two. Hardwick 2 points, 4 rebounds in the ball game. First one is up, is no good. Freshman out of Cardington, Ohio. Second free throw finds its mark. 3 points for her. There's a turnover in the backcourt. West steals it away, gives it off to Sparks. No good, but Higgins with the follow. 19 points, 12 rebounds for the senior. Having a great senior day here. Here's Keat, walled up on the block. Tries to go with an up and under move, too stiff. Ball poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the visiting Koalas. Here's Castle coming on for Abby West. Savannah Parker coming into the ball game. As she got Atkins. And then Keat takes it off the left side window. She adds to her scoring column. She's got 21. Here's Sparks, bounces it out to Cassell. Hardwick wants a three. It's on the way, in and out, no good. Parker gets the rebound, turns, faces the basket, she's fouled. So fifth team foul against Columbia. So KCU will shoot bonus the rest of the way. Parker will step to the line for two. First one is up, is good. (53-41). One more. Gets the friendly roll. Brabham back into the ball game. Will replace Bookover. KCU shows a little pressure in the backcourt once again. Wells working on Cassell. Cassell takes her to the near side wing. Wells across the middle of the lane. Hermanson steps into a three. It's too stiff. Another rebound, Jada Higgins. Here she comes into the front court. Ahead, Sparks. Finger roll left side. Yes. Beautiful dish and dime from Higgins to Sparks. 15-point lead once again, inside of 3 to play here in the third. Wells on the wing. Keat. Feaster off the left side. Tries to go backdoor to Keat and throws it out of bounds. 13th turnover of the basketball game for the visiting Koalas. 2:31 to play here in the third. Here's Denasia Jackson back in the ball game. Deasia Feaster will step off. Any points on this trip will give KCU its largest lead of the contest. They lead it by 15 at the mark. Jada Higgins having herself a senior day to remember. A double-double. Here's Cassell. Hardwick pumps. Dribble drive on the baseline. Floater from there's good. The freshman drops in her 5th. And it's a 17-point lead for the Knights as we approach 2 minutes to play here in the third. There's Jackson on the wing right side. Hermanson out of the left corner. Feet. Now off to Wells. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Keat off the right side. Yes, nice take. As Aubrey Keat puts in her 23rd of the ball game. There's a ball trying to toss inside to Hardwick. She couldn't handle it. Stolen away. Keat off the window. Right side, no. Ball tipped around out to Savannah Parker. Parker corrals it back in as it starts toward the baseline. Hardwick out of the corner. Starts to attack. Goes back to Sparks. Parker has it inside. Turns, puts it up too stiff. Hardwick with the follow and the stick back. – 17-point lead for the Knights as we approach 1 minute to go here in the third. Hermanson ahead Keat. Keat slows it down. Steps through, jump, hook up, and one. As they'll get the foul on Parker. So both teams with 55 seconds to go in the third. Feaster returns, replacing Wells. And Aubrey Keat for one free throw. That one misses. Here's Hardwick. Turnaround, fadeaway, no good. Savannah Parker with the foul off after the putback. Free throw is up, is good. One more for Parker. Got them both. Parker with 4. Feaster out of the right corner. Now Hermanson left side. Here comes the pick and the pop. We'll get it to Keat with 13 on the shot clock. Keat trying to post up inside. They'll lob it inside to her. She'll spin left. Turnaround shot up, no good. Ball tipped around. She fights for her own rebound, gets it back. Shot clock is off in the lane, and she's fouled. And she will shoot 2. Either way, we're shooting 2 because we're both in the bonus as Parker picks up the foul. 14 seconds to play here in the third. And Aubrey Keat to shoot 2. Columbia 9 of 15 from the charity stripe this afternoon. Gets the friendly roll. 26 points for Keat. She's a rebound away from a double-double. Gets them both. Here comes Wells back in. And she'll get Brabham. One shot opportunity here for the Knights, leading this one 62-47. Here's Parker. Nice move on the right side. Got the position and put it up and in. And that takes us to the end of the third. 17-point lead for the Knights. Fourth quarter when we return after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
With loan rates at or near historical lows, now is the time to talk to one of the experienced loan officers at First National Bank. We can help you with that new car or home you've been wanting. Let us work with you to reach the payment level you're comfortable with. You can now access our loan application online at fnbgrayson.com or give us a call today at 606-928-0000 and we can make your loan happen. First National Bank in Canonsburg, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, it's a final in Lexington. The Cats knock off the number 10 ranked Volunteers 66-54. We've got a good one here, 64-47 KCU leading Columbia, trying to close out the regular season here on Senior Day with a victory. Nasia Jackson will trigger in right in front of me, and off we go with the fourth and final stanza. Here's Feaster. A little lob underneath, and the shot by Jackson is no good, but she's fouled as they'll get that one on Abby West. Here comes Brabham back in. She'll replace Hermanson. So Denasia Jackson to the line for two. Free throw is up is good. Our first points of the ball game. Aubrey Keat leads the way with 27 points. Second free throws in and out. Kylie Gillum with the rebound. She comes back in. Here's Flowers. Spins, goes off the left side, and she's fouled. So Flowers looking for her first points of the afternoon. Will step to the line and shoot a pair. Free throw is up, gets the roll, and all three seniors now have put their name in the scorer's book. One more for the senior out of Winchester. That one tickles the twine. Makes it 66-48, 18-point lead, largest of the ball game. KCU tries to turn up the pressure in the backcourt. Here's Jackson hemmed up on the near sideline. Ball raked into the backcourt. And they're going to call a backcourt violation. No. I believe we got an inadvertent whistle right here. And of course, we have to get a warning from one of our officials. It's a given every week, every game, no matter the venue, it's going to happen. I mean, it's always going to happen. He missed the call. The coach rightfully said he missed the call, and then, of course, he takes offense to it. He got the call right after the inadvertent whistle that he shouldn't have blown. But, of course, he has to drop out a warning. Either way, here we go. Here's Wells out of the corner. Three balls on the way, an air ball. Brabham with the rebound on the backside, though. Shot clock's at 2. That ball didn't touch anything. A launch by Feaster. Abby West with a rebound. Flowers, step back 3, no. Front iron short. Here's Feaster. Jackson. Higgins off the side right now, taking a breather with Jackamsuck on the floor. Here's Jackson. Little give and go to Keat. She's hammered on the way up. No whistle, though. Rebound comes off into the hand of Flowers. She'll pitch it ahead to Lakin Atkins. Here's Gillum on the baseline. Turnaround hook shot. Larry Bird, eat your heart out. 20-point lead for the Knights. Gillum drops in her 9th. And then a ball raked out of bounds on the far sideline. Here comes Higgins back on. Hermanson and Brookover back in. Jackamsuck steps out. And Brabham and Feaster step off. Here's Wells near sideline as we approach the 8-minute mark to go in the ball game. Here's Keat. Kicks it off Wells. Left side three's too stiff. Keat with the rebound and the stick back. 29 for Keat. She's got a double-double now as the stick back gives her 10th rebound. Here's Higgins. Tries to thread the needle into Flowers. It's raked away. 11th turnover of the basketball game. Keat wants it on the post. Kicks it out, Brookover. Straightaway three's good. Peyton Brookover drops in her 7th point. 68-53. Approaching 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Here's Higgins. High post. Works it off to Higgins, now near side. Skip pass off to Abby West. 13 on the shot clock. Here's Atkins. Has Higgins back door wide open. The ball's touched off to Atkins from Higgins, and she puts it up and in. Kylie Gillum saw her, tried to get it to her. It was tipped. And then Higgins was able to tip it off to Lakin Atkins, who puts in her 10th of the night. There's a nice little pick and pop. There's Keat, left that one short. A nice box out underneath by Gillum. Abby West in between the rings. 6.5 to play in regulation. Flowers off the left side. Higgins with 15 on the shot clock. Now West will work it through. High post, Flowers turns around. 17-footer from the keyhole's no good. Wells in a hurry, and she's fouled from behind on the reach in by Abby West. Team's second. And a timeout requested by Coach Kahn and the Knights. 30 or full, here's the question. 30-second timeout. 6:12 to go in the ball game. Final game of the regular season. Our final basketball broadcast for the year for KCU. We're excited to continue our partnership here with Kentucky Christian University with baseball and softball action coming up very soon. And then starting in the fall of next year, or I guess the fall season of the 23-24 calendar year, we're going to add in volleyball, men and women's soccer, women's soccer if they bring it aboard, certainly men's soccer, and of course volleyball that will add in. And we're really going to cover all of the different sporting athletic events here for the Knights. Excited to join in with them and the full partnership across the board, and athletic director David Manning and all the great folks here in Grayson. So out of the timeout, Columbia with basketball. And I'm not certain why we had a horn, but everything is good. They just needed to blow the horn one more time today. It's okay. Now, I think everybody's good this time. All right. Here we go. Hermanson takes it off the near side. Takes it far side to Jackson. Jackson with a dribble drive on the baseline. That's a bump foul. That's a weak whistle right there. We'll get that one on Flowers. Team's third. Here's a long three off the window by Wells. Higgins with a rebound, racing it ahead. She'll step through off the right side, and she's fouled on the way to the basket. That one's on Hermanson. So Jada Higgins will go to the line and shoot two. Nope, they'll say it was on the floor. Wells out, Feaster back in. West step back threes on the way. Yeah, no. Roll in and out. That thing looked like it was down and then rolled out at the end. And then Hermanson pitches it ahead to Feaster and throws it out of bounds. 14th turnover of the ball game. Both teams have jacked the shots up today. We've had 115 shots already in this basketball game. 37 threes attempted, only 9 hit. Neither team's been able to kind of find anything along the way from beyond the arc in any kind of spurges, if you will. Here's Atkins, up and under, scoop shot, nice take there by the senior, her 12th. Here's Keat, has it stolen away on the far sideline. Atkins got a 2-on-1, gives it off to Abby West, and she's fouled. Nice dish there from Atkins to West. We'll get the foul on Jackson. That's the team's team's third. And that'll put Abby West to the free throw line for 2. West, a junior out of Dry Ridge, up in the northern part of the state. Hits the first, one more, her 7th point of the night. Both of them goes down. It's a 21-point lead for KCU. Now the Knights trying to pick up the pressure in the backcourt. Here's Jackson, comes near side, Feaster. Gillen makes her spin it off. Top of the key to Jackson, now right side. And she carried the basketball. 16th turnover of the ball game. Here's Higgins. Pitches ahead, Gillum. Gillum trying to throw a dart to the backside, looking for Atkins, and it was stolen away. Here's Keat off the right side, drops it off underneath the Feaster, and throws it out of bounds. She's got to take that one to the rack and shoot it. Here's Wells back in as Jackson will step off. 4:48 to go in the ball game. KCU opening up a 21-point lead here in the second half. Higgins. Nice move in the lane, steps through and fouled. And she'll go to the line and shoot 2. Next foul against the Koalas will have KCU shooting double bonus. Here comes Belle Sparks into the ball game as Abby West will step out. Feaster off. As Higgins' first free throw doesn't find its mark. One more. Got that one. 75-53. Here's Wells, near side, right in front of Belle Sparks. Off the right elbow, kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson down the right side, floater's good. Her 3rd point of the ball game. Higgins goes back door. Here's Atkins, feeds it into Gillum. Gillum falls down out to Sparks, 17-footer on the baseline's good. Belle Sparks is 9th. KCU has really distributed the basketball well today with the scoring. Here's Hermanson, loses her dribble. Jackson right side, 17 on the shot clock. Brookover. Here's Wells, left side, launches the 3. It's on the way, in and out, no. Atkins with a rebound. Ahead out to Flowers. She'll spot up and pull the triple. That's good. 80-55, the Knights lighting up the nets here at home on Senior Day. Wells backs it out, 20 on the shot clock. Keat off the right side, spins, trying to corral the basketball back in on a bad pass. Step through Wells, and she's fouled out on the way there as they'll get that one on Sparks. Team's 4th. Here comes Bajents back in as Atkins will step off. And Kanasia Wells back to the line for 2. Wells on the afternoon, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, make it 3 for 3. She gets them both. Higgins gives it up, gets it right back, jogs it into the front court with a 80 to 57 lead, and then Sparks can't control it as it goes out of bounds. Turnover number 13 on the Knights. Here's Wells. Brooke over, left of point. Now Jackson. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Hermanson off the wing. Wells will reset it out above the volleyball line. 10 on the shot clock. Here's a handoff, Keat. Off the left side, window too stiff. Gillum with a rebound. Here comes Higgins in a hurry. To the rack she goes, dumps it off to Sparks, and a foul. Higgins turns and looks, is like, why'd you take away my chance for the dime? She wanted the assist. A little wraparound pass there, if you will. 5th team foul, so we're going to shoot 2, and Higgins will take a seat. Her day is finished. She'll exit 20 points, 14 rebounds. And she can't leave yet. She has to shoot 2 free throws. So she'll have a chance to add to her 20 points if she can hit 2 more here. First one is up, is good. 21 points for the senior from Hindman. 1 more for Jada. Got them both. That's the way you like to leave the floor on senior day. She'll will step off. Lindsay Cassell will come on. So we need a big 3 here for Flowers, and she can walk off with a nice round of applause. 2.5 to play in the ball game. It's going to be a Knights win here today on senior day. Heck of an effort here in the second half by the Knights as well. Here's Jackson off the right side window. Good. Strong take there by Nanasia Jackson. Her 5th point of the ball game. Let's see if they get Flowers. She's sizing up for it off the right side. Bay just trying to work across the baseline. Gillum. Back to Flowers. Lob back door to Bajents. Turns around. Shot up. Counted and 1. And a chance at a 3-point play. And Bajents will go to the line and shoot. One of the bonuses, Wells has fouled out of this basketball game. So Wells will step out. Feaster comes back in. Wells exits with 14 points. Excuse me, now they're going to say that it was actually Jackson instead of Wells. So they pulled Wells to the side, and coach was just talking with her. Bajent's free throw won't go home. Stay tuned with me after the game. I'll check scoring and stats of this one. So the Knights are going to close up the regular season with a victory. Flowers with the steal, racing it ahead. Goes to the left side, throws up a shot, won't go, gets her own rebound. Cassell with a 3 from the parking lot. 87 to 59. And Flowers is going to exit the ball game with her 5th foul. So Flowers will come off. Gillum leaves. Bajent's off. Parker, Hardwick, and Jackamsuck will return. And Hermanson to the free throw line for 2. Gets the first. 87 to 60 with 91 seconds to play in the ball game. Both of them go home. Grab them back in as Keat will exit. Keat, 29 points, 11 rebounds tonight. Here's Cassell, front court. 26-point lead, for the Knights. Here's Parker, backs herself in, spins in, and should have had a jump ball, and we did, and it'll stay with KCU. Cassell to bring it in. Nice look over her shoulder there. Sparks got caught up in the air there, had to get away with it. 10 on the shot clock. Sparks with 6. Inside Parker, lost it on the way through. It's poked out of bounds. There's 1 second on the shot clock, so only a chance out of a toss in for a lob and a tip here. I think you got to look at toward Parker right here and try it. They're going to go to Sparks, who tips it up and puts it down. What a tip in, Bell Sparks. It's been that kind of afternoon for the Knights. Here's Feaster. Off the baseline, shot too stiff. Bell Sparks with a rebound. Cassell in transition. Kicks it out to Jackamsuck. Straightaway threes on the way. Got it! 92-61. Here's Wells off the top of the backboard. And KCU can dribble this one out if they wish. And Coach Lisa Kahn said no shot. 25 seconds to go, 92-61. The Knights are going to call it a win on Senior Day. They'll clinch a for sure winning season. They'll move to 15-13, even up at 500 in conference play. But a big afternoon by the seniors here, led by Jada Higgins, 22 points, 14 rebounds. And the Knights victorious here in front of the home crowd. 92-61, your final score. Post-game show when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real authentic Mexican menu items, you want Reyes Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Reyes Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Final score here today, 92-61. KCU victorious here on Senior Day. KCU led it by 2 after 1, 17-15. They pushed the lead out to 10. It was cut to 5 in the second quarter. They go to the locker room up 35-29. But then the second half was all about the Knights. They put 29 points up in the third and 20 more in the fourth, and they cruise to a 31-point victory here this afternoon on Senior Day. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll take a look at the statistics and wrap it up here today from Grayson. 92-61 your final. More when we continue after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Jennifer Epperly, loan officer at First National Bank in Canonsburg. I personally invite you and all local businesses to visit our beautiful new building in Canonsburg on U.S. Route 60 next to the Walmart entrance. We offer many services including personal, mortgage, and business loans. First National Bank is locally owned by the McGuire family of Ashland and has been in business since 1902. We aim to give you the personal attention and best customer service there is to offer. Come inside, talk with us, and let us make you a part of the First National Bank family. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
92-61, your final score here. Let's take a look at our statistics in this ball game. As we'll start first with the visiting Columbia Koalas. 33.3% from the field. That's 20 of 60. 23.8%, 5 of 21 from beyond the arc. 69.6%, 16 of 23 from the free throw line. 34 rebounds, 18 turnovers. Aubrey Keat leads the way with 29 points, 11 rebounds. Carnatia Wells had 14. For the Knights, 43.5% from the field. That's 30 of 69. 35%, 7 of 20 from beyond the arc. 83.3%, 25 of 30. That's solid from the free throw line today. That gets it done in many ways. 48 rebounds, 15 on the offensive glass, 13 turnovers. Jada Higgins leads the way, 22 points, 14 rebounds for the senior. Lakin Atkins drops in 12. She was a rebound shy of a double-double. And Belle Sparks off the bench kicks in 11. Rounding out scoring for the Knights, Abby West has 8. Lindsey Cassell with 3. Elizabeth Hardwick with 7. Jasmine Flowers finishes with 5. Campbell Jackensuck 3. Kylie Gillum 9. Cassie Bajents has 6, as does Savannah Parker. Every player that got in the ballgame today found the scoring column for the Knights. With the victory, the Knights will go to 15-30.